Well, listen, you know what? I thought about this a lot today, and I really just I like, what would this look like? There's one thing to say, like, how structurally, what would this look like? So we use the driver's license analogy. So I said, okay, let me break this out into classes of marriage. So I did class A marriage. That's your standard marriage. It's your Disney. It's your happily ever after. This is your lifetime subscription to marriage, which is what you have now. Nothing changes. Okay. Then we get to the Tracy Ellis Ross license, which I call the Class B license. This is one, it's a little more mid range. It lasts, maybe 5 to 10 years, maybe in that 7 year range. That's your Class B marriage license. Okay. Then we get Class C license, which I call I'm trying to see something license. Okay, this kind of shaky. This will last maybe 1 to 3 years. And you know what? That gives you the
No, learner's
opportunity to,
permit. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
yeah. It's a
No,
provisional marriage license,
learner's permit.
after a year or two, you're like, man, I really, really like you. It wasn't just the vibes. You know what? Instead of upgrading the ring, baby, we are upgrading the license. We are going all in. We might upgrade to the lifetime subscription. I fuck with you that heavy, right? So there's some room for growth. And then, of course, I can't forget about the alternative community, the Class P license for the polyamorous people. And that's just acknowledging that there's more than two people in the marriage. You don't have to get it. Nobody's forcing you to do it. It's just available. So that's my 4 classes of marriage license: Class A, Class B, Class C, and Class P. I think that would work. I have to dig into it a little more. But what do you guys think?
Well, first of all, let me be the first to say that was brilliant.
Bravo.
I mean, come on, man.
Bravo.
I mean, you're
Bravo.
really
That's great work.
you took that analogy that was brilliant for real, for real. I honestly agree with all of that as far as like the different classes and all that. I think you took that to the next level, 1000%.
I'm gonna see some license. It's hilarious, by the way. To see something
That
like
Class C is a learner's
the Class
permit.
C is hilarious.
That's fire though. That's fire, right? Like, so because what that does is you allow the individual couples to make that commitment. Because this is what I was going to say, right? I agree with most of what y'all was saying initially, but I was digging deep into my soul to try to find a contrarian way to oppose you all, because that's almost as fun as just doing this pod in general, right? It's like, how can I trigger them? And, but then when Devin spoke, he kind of broke the ice a little bit because I was getting ready to go in a little bit, right? So I think what I loved about Devin, what Devin said was he's stratified, right? So we're not making this a thing for everybody. Right? Because if you're scared, just say you're scared. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get the other classes, cool. Y'all go ahead and do that. And so I guess my problem solving, solution thinking oriented person says, yeah, this would be great for the lesser of y'all who don't know anything about commitment, who don't really want to go down the road of self-exploration and hold yourself accountable to someone for lifelong. Like, can you do that license thing with kids? Oh, no, right? Because they're a lifetime commitment when you have them. Oh, okay. So we're talking about having them like in a marriage too. I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on, I get it that yes, you can do your renew every 5, right? I get it. But I feel like there's a lot of people who would use that as a means to run the fuck off, because I think the way that she described the idea was that after 5 years, you would automatically fall off and you would actively have to renew. Right? It's a difference that if it was automatic and you had to actively like opt out, right? I think if it's that way, then maybe you have some safeguards. But it sounds like to me, if you're talking about that way, it'd be an excuse for some of y'all, because I might have been to some of y'all, let's be clear, around year 5, we're like, yo, deuces, because it was about year 4 where it was like, oh, touch and go. Right? Like, oh shit, my renewal is coming up. Whoops. Well, right. So I guess for the sake of conversation, and really within myself, I just question whether or not, if you ain't built for it, then maybe it ain't for you. But then we want people I don't know. I don't know, because I kind of feel like part of the journey is that commitment part, right? Like, yes, it doesn't work out sometimes, true. But I feel like if it's rooted in that type of commitment, do you try harder? Do you fight longer? Do you evaluate deeper? Are you more accountable? Are you willing to do all the things just to make sure that when you said I do, that you wasn't bullshitting back then? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I do like it theoretically. I do like it in practice because, I mean, shit, a lot of y'all ain't getting married anyway. So shit, at least we get one on the ledger for the good guy, even if it's only a 4-year. You know what I mean? But I think if we're talking about the thing that marriage represents in terms of family, the things that we talk about like legacy and shit. I mean, yeah, you can probably plan that, do that with 5-10 year increments. I just think it hits different when both people are committed to trying to do it for a lifetime as opposed to just trying to make the next renewal date. But I don't know. What do I know? I mean,
No, I think you made a really good point, Nick. And to build on that, I think like the class A down to like the class C ones, like the class A ones, you get more protections, and like the
Hell
class
yeah.
C ones, like, listen, we got to stop the 90-day fiance stuff, the scammers. So you don't really have a lot of protection with the class C, you know. And I think, this is a self-correcting problem to a degree too, because if you got somebody in your life, you're like, man, I'm not getting you any more wedding gifts. You get married every 3 years. We're going broke getting you wedding gifts every 3 years. Stop it. So I think that problem might fix itself to some degree.
You could tie the kids to the class A, right? If you're gonna have kids, you got to have a class A. Just all right. Go ahead. Sorry, S&M. Sorry for yelling.
Oh, no, it's okay. I was actually going to transition. So you got anything else?
No, we'll flush this out
we'll
throughout
flush
the
it
rest
out.
of the season, I think.
Hey,
But you made a good point,
I'd
Nick.
love to hear about it in the comments, though, the feasibility of class A with kids. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it might work. Maybe I run on a platform. Who knows?
Delvin, that was brilliant, bro. I love that. I think that's a legit, like, different classes. I love that idea for real, bro. For real. Okay.
Yeah, we'll flush it out.
So I support it, especially considering that Class A gets more benefits to include, it comes with a lifetime of a child, the children guaranteed warranty, although technically we have a whole bunch of people out there that's having babies without any type of license in place. So yeah, we'll see how that works out.